Hello, everybody, and welcome to Virtual Bourbon. My name is Steve Akley, and we have a fun event tonight. We're going to be trying some rare gems, some things that are a little bit difficult to find and certainly should be pretty good, I think. So we've got three. Let's go ahead and pour the first one as we talk about this here. So this is the first one we're going to do is the Heaven's Door. So the Heaven's Door is going to go first. Looks like that one is a 100 proof offering. So this is what's special about this one is it's a collaboration with Redbreast. So it's the Master Blenders Edition. So that's pretty cool. Straight bourbon whiskey finished in Irish whiskey casks. That's the special thing there. So looks pretty good. Nice color for sure. So that should be a fun one to give a taste to in a second. The second one that we're going to be tasting is also pretty special. This is the first Indiana Rye. So there are stipulations to be classified as an Indiana Rye. You have to be an Indiana producer. It has to be made there and released from the distillery there. And this is kind of cool because it's a bottled and bond, and it represents it's a sourced product actually. So by Hard Truth Distilling. We on another event we're going to be doing the first ever whiskey that they made themselves. They did source this, but they had to source it from an Indiana distiller. So can we guess who they probably got this from? Okay,
Old 55, maybe. What do you think?
Maybe Old 55. It's an Indiana distiller that would sell whiskey, and that's what they got. So it's 4 years old, and it was a big deal. I went up to their event. They had the governor there and stuff like that. So it was a big deal. The fact they had just got this law passed, what defines Indiana bourbon. They put this out there pretty quickly because they wanted to have the first official one, and it ended up being a big deal. Like I said, the governor was there, and it was all the owners were there and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. Mr. Whitlatch. Hey, Bob, how's it going, man?
Good, Steve. How are you?
Good. Just talking about what we've got here. So the last one is Ironroot Harbinger, which you guys are probably familiar with that. But this is special. It's the Solstice edition, which is the one that they only sell out of the gift shop, and comes in at 129.6. Now, I don't know what if they say on the back here, family owned. I'm not sure if they say exactly what makes this one so special, but
it's an annual release they do. It's a 3-barrel blend.
3-barrel blend. Okay.
And so I think
commemorative bottle 1223.
So I've got one that's a 127.6, and I've got one that's a 121.4. So I guess we're doing one I haven't had.
Okay, yeah, 129. This is 129.6. So there you go. There you go. All right. Well, we'll do this too, like we normally do. We'll go through these 2 times. So let's pour B, which will be the Hard Truth, also 100 proof, the bottle of bond. Bob, we've got the Heaven's Door already poured and ready, but let's go ahead and pour the Hard Truth and set it aside because we're gonna talk about the Heaven's Door first. Again, also coming in at 100 proof, finished in Irish whiskey casks.
Which were probably bourbon casks to begin with.
It could be, yeah. Comes full circle for sure. Yeah,
and often I think Middleton is using a lot of Brown Foreman.
Brown Foreman, okay.
So it could actually be a Tennessee bourbon getting sent to Ireland to come back to age Tennessee bourbon again.
Yeah, that's true. Interesting. What do you guys think about this one on the nose?
Smells like rye.
Smells like rye. Okay.
It does smell like rye.
Yeah.
It's got a little peanut brittle on it.
Peanut brittle. Yeah.
And that burnt sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's a nice full nose. As so many of the ones we've had lately, I swear it just feels like there's like no nose on them whatsoever.
Right. Yeah, let's taste it. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. Pretty tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's kind of a little cinnamony on it, and then kind of even more spicy at the end though. Kind of almost cinnamon like, lighter spice at the beginning, and then kind of finishes on a spicier note that kind of builds up a little bit, and kind of gives you that hug all the way, and but then does die off, so it doesn't stick with you forever. What are you guys thinking as you taste this one?
It's a little drying in the mouth.
Mm-hmm. A little drying. Okay.
I enjoy ryes though a lot.
Okay. All right.
So that's a good thing.
Bruce, what do you think?
I'm thinking not much of a finish is what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm not getting a lot, but sometimes that's good because in a lot of these I taste a little grass in the finish, and I'm not a big grass fan. So
Okay. That's good to know. Not a big grass fan.
not a big grass fan.
Okay. That subject came up yesterday, actually, quite a bit, right? All right, Jason, how about you, man?
You can definitely tell the age on it.
Mhm.
It's got a lot of oak on it. To your point, it starts out, kind of light cinnamon,
Yeah.
sweet caramel, and then
Yeah.
the dark notes come in, and
Yep.
it kind of builds up, and then it just kind of,
It does just kind of dissipate. So, I mean,
and so it's like, it's not bad to want something to keep going.
Right.
As far as the finish goes, it's not that there's no finish. It's a short one. And I like it.
mhm.
I like those dark notes it goes to. So this one's interesting. I may actually add a couple drops of water on this one.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. How about you there, Mr. Murphy?
Yeah, that buildup of the spice that you talked about, to me, it started at the edge of the tongue, moved toward the center of the tongue,
Yeah.
and then dissipated. It
Yeah.
was really notable on the second sip. Third and fourth sips, it's not quite so noticeable, but that second sip.
No, I'm
that's
not
when
picking
you
up hardly any
really feel
spice
it.
at all after a while. I mean,
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what we, because we will go through this twice. So what happens on that second time through? So,
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Mike?
It's good, but it's interesting because to me, I'm getting like one flavor at a time. So it's
Mhm.
it's kind of walking through the progression, and it's not kind of I mean, it feels more like, and it's probably the label throwing off, but it feels more like a single malt. It doesn't taste that way, but it's kind of behaving that way.
Mhm.
To where it's kind of one flavor at a time, and then it does fall off. I'm with you on the finish. So the cinnamon moving kind of towards pepper, and then and then just jumping off the cliff.
Yeah. As I was drinking it the first time, I thought this is really going to heat up because it's that transition, cinnamon, pepper, and then it was just gone.
Yeah.
Poof. All right.
that said, it's a very pleasant dram, actually.
Yeah.
So you-
Nothing wrong with it. Mr. Whitlatch, how about you before we move on? Check in with
I
Bob.
agree with Bill. It's kind of astringent.
Mhm.
It's puzzling to me. That Irish barrel did something to this
Mhm.
that I can't put my finger on.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's
We
good.
should have the deconstructed. That should have been part of this. Just have the regular Heaven's Door and then Redbreast too, and then see the impact. Yeah, we're way to think of it now, Steve. So sorry about that.
Hey, now we got another show now.
We got another show. Okay, fair enough. All right. Let's set that one aside for now. We'll come back to it. Let's go ahead and pour our Ironroot again, just to let that one sit for a little bit. Colors of all three of these tonight are great. I mean, really dark. They're good. I mean, the last one we're going to be doing, that Ironroot, is really dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Deep, rich color.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. That's going to be it. Always interests us as bourbon fans, the color. Jason, not so much when you're talking about your Irish whiskeys and stuff like that, or scotches, but for us, this is one of the first things we do. We start judging right away. It doesn't
Any
necessarily
category
mean
you're allowed to use
Right.
E150.
Yeah.
Colors are bad.
Yep. All right, let's We got Hard Truth is what we're doing next. So again, this is a rye. This is their rye whiskey. So again, the first Indiana rye. At least the first one after they declared it, the rules. Obviously, there's probably been Indiana ryes forever, since there was an Indiana probably. But this is the first legal one under the new law. All right.
I'm not getting much of a nose on this.
No.
But then again, this
Really
isn't a
light.
Glencairn, but
Yeah.
Like a really light citrus.
Light citrus.
Yeah,
Totally.
it's there, but well, compared to the previous one, this is
Yeah.
very
yeah.
muted.
maybe that's not fair.
Yeah.
Light citrus and light pie crust too. So
Yeah.
just kind of that.
Eucalyptus, lemongrass.
Yeah.
I'm getting the classic 95.5s.
Okay.
Yes,
Little,
Lawrenceburg hug.
Yeah.
uh,
All right. Let's
There's
let's
a reason
taste
it's
this one.
popular.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. First
I'm
one they
not
sell a
saying
lot of.
anything bad about it.
It's good.
I think
It's
half the
good.
bottles in here are MGP.
Yeah. All right, let's taste it. Here we go, gang.
There's that honey tea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I do like that.
Next time I get a cold, I'm going to ask for this.
Honey tea with
Yeah.
it's got a little lemon twist in there too. I
Yeah.
mean, in that tea. That's good. I like it.
Yeah. I think he nailed it.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Bob? Anything as you taste this one? What are your thoughts here?
There's a burst of flavor and then it just kind of goes away.
Yeah, there's really not a finish on this
I
one.
don't know.
No.
I like the
No.
nose.
Mhm.
I get floral and perfume on the nose.
Yeah. Floral and perfume. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing is this
I'm not the
doesn't
biggest
drink
Will-
anywhere near 100 though.
no, it doesn't.
uh,
No. Mouthfeel doesn't feel like 100. Taste to finish doesn't feel like 100. Again, very different. Both the first two that we've had have both been 100, and it's a very different experience for sure. So, yeah. Brian, what are your thoughts on the taste on this one?
I think Jason really nailed it with the honey and the tea notes. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, is that it's a like a, not a green tea, but like a brown tea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Mike, are you getting anything different?
not really. I got a little bit of a real light sugar, powdered sugar, almost kind of way at the bottom of the nose. It's funny, I kind of took a pretty good pull off of it and just kind of held it. And then I had a pretty good heat blast. It kind of went right to the back of the throat, but didn't drop, and then it didn't follow it when I swallowed. So it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But I didn't get that the second time. So there's not a whole lot of hug, but there's something there, but it wants to stay up in your, on your tongue.
Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Bill, how about you?
I like it. I'm getting the honey and
Okay.
what else did you say? Somebody else said honey and something.
Uh,
And I agree.
okay.
And the lemon.
And lemon. Yeah. It's got a little lemon in that honey. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
but-
No fried oranges tonight.
uh-huh. Yeah. Fried oranges.
But not like a no, not fried oranges.
That was from
uh,
last night. We had
right.
fried oranges.
Fried oranges. Who eats fried
tasting-
oranges? Somebody
I
must.
don't know. Nobody. That's the beauty of that one. Yeah.
Well, it's somebody's hearing aid wasn't turned on.
Oh yeah, she said dried oranges, but I heard fried oranges, and it just kind of tickled me because who's frying oranges? And then
It sounds like something at the Florida State Fair.
right, yeah. Specifically, Florida would have that. Yeah,
Grandma used to fix that all the time.
fried oranges. Yeah.
Well, that's something I might want to try. I want somebody else to do it.
Sure. Yeah. I guess you fry them up in butter, and then you can't go wrong, can you? Oranges are good, butter's good. I don't know how it could be a miss, really.
Hopefully you peel it first.
Yeah, peel it.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I'd
been-
peel it first. Yeah.
Peel it before you eat it for sure. You could cook it with the peel on.
I mean, a little egg wash, a little cornmeal, throw it in the fire. What could go wrong?
A little deep fryer. Yeah.
Somebody had to do it with a tomato the first time, so why not an orange? Right?
That's true. That's true. Yeah, and all the other crazy stuff they do, Snickers bars and all that good stuff.
Hey, fried beer,
Oreos.
fried butter, so,
Fried beer.
Fried beer.
yeah.
No. Bruce, what do you think of this
Billy
one?
Beer?
Billy beer. Yeah.
Billy beer. Ugh. So what, the rye?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not a huge rye guy, but I'm actually a fan of MGP ryes. So
Okay.
this is kind of in my wheelhouse. I'm kind of strange that this is another one that doesn't really have a finish to it. But
Mhm.
again, a lot of the ryes I have, you get kind of a grassy finish to it. It's like, I don't like that. So
Yeah.
I just wish I'd grab some bitters and some orange peels and make myself an old fashioned here. I think that'd be wonderful.
Yeah. Okay. We'll save a little bit and
Mhm.
we can do that.
I don't know if that'll happen.
Once again,
No.
the lighting, Bruce, is fantastic. So good job on that.
Yeah. I moved around in here, and so you don't see the mess over there. It's just a disaster. So
Yeah. Well, it's smart play.
Yeah.
Jason, anything else you want to add to the taste on this one? Out of the gate, you nailed it. But
Yeah, the only thing I noticed is, and I think the reason there's no finish, it's there's not a lot of oil, and so it hits just a fresh burst of that tea flavor and then dissipates.
okay,
There's nothing to help it cling there.
that makes sense. Yeah.
But at the same time, like that's a definite summer drink right there.
Mhm.
Is you can drink that on the porch and you're gonna have a good night.
Oh yeah, yeah.
and if you drink too much of it,
a really tall porch.
you're good.
There's nothing to stop you from
Right.
keeping doing pour after pour. I mean, that's the great thing
Yeah.
about one that
Very
drinks that easy. Yeah, Yeah.
Very dangerous.
yeah. You go to stand up, you got those sea legs. It's, so yeah. All right.
Gravity works.
Okay. Let's put that one aside, and then we'll grab our last one of the night, the Ironroot Harbinger Solstice edition. So we've learned it's a blend of 3 barrels. This is gift shop only.
That's dark.
It is very dark. That's mahogany there.
But it's Texas at 100, essentially 130 proof. So yeah,
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
it might be a little over 4 years is what they're getting up to now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But good Lord.
I just know that Texas things just get dark quick just because of the climate.
Yeah. Noses is off the charts
Wow.
good. Yeah.
Well, I didn't even nose it. I just tasted.
My gosh.
I love Ironroot.
Yeah. Yeah. Ironroot is very, very good. That is just like
That's interesting.
dark caramel candy. I mean,
Molasses.
yeah, molasses maybe. Yeah.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of an MB Rollin' roasted corn
Okay.
flavor. in this
Yeah.
stuff.
All right. I got to taste it. I'm behind, so let's taste it.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
It's kind of
Thumbs up.
it's kind of like
I like it.
Cracker Jack in like a caramel pudding or something. I mean, it's good. It's good.
Yeah,
You
I
know
got
how-
a little bit of maple at first on the nose, and then I
Yeah. Oh,
started around, and it went away.
Hmm.
But it doesn't have that. A lot of the Texas ones, especially high proof, like Cowboy from Garrison, will do this sometimes, where I kind of get this oaty leather kind of thing going on. That's not unpleasant. It's just very distinct. And I kind of thought I was going to get a little bit of that, and it wanted to be there, and then it went away, and it kind of turned into, like you're talking about, the awesome Cracker Jack caramel
Yeah.
goodness.
And let's not forget, this is 129 it's almost 130 proof, 129.6. It does
So-
not drink like that at all.
Oh.
You talk
Well,
about
this-
getting yourself in trouble.
This will hurt you.
Yeah.
I guarantee that.
Yeah, because like some of the other high proof Texas ones are.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, you
it's-
drink Cowboy, you know it.
It's
Right.
good, but
Right.
it self limits pretty well.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that when your face goes flat on the floor? Is that the self-limiting?
Yep,
yeah.
Yes.
because it doesn't take very many, and you go, shit, I'm gonna need a break.
This I would have no idea.
So-
It's almost
So this
130.
actually is kind of a more So this is just the normal Harbinger right here. And I was tasting them.
Okay.
And so this, and a little bit more maple and a more fuller flavor. The proof is about 10 points different. I'm testing against the 2018 version, but the 2018 version I think is only 27 months old. So this has had a little bit more chance to pick up different flavors, I think. So
Yeah,
it's definitely a better bottle.
yeah,
Definitely more in my wheel.
Jason, did you have something there? What do you got?
Oh, well, we were talking about it being dangerous. Is I've got their Ironroot hazmat, which is 140.
140. There we go.
You don't understand dangerous till you drink that thing and realize it doesn't taste like that.
Yeah.
And it really is the biggest thing with Ironroot that I noticed. The reason they can get away with that and have so much flavor is, as opposed to the rye, this is all oil. It's like it coats your entire mouth, palate, throat, all the way down, so you get that slow burn like a candle. Instead of it just, you put 140 against just raw throat, it's not going to be pleasant. But they managed to get so much oil, and that oil carries so much flavor.
Yeah.
I mean, this one reminds me of like it's like the best candy apple or caramel apple you ever had.
Yeah.
I'm surprised how much fruit I get out of something that has this much heat and this much spice and other notes, but I still get all of this fresh apple.
Yeah.
So I'm getting a lot of tobacco in the finish, which I actually like.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
I would call that tobacco or leather, and I do get that, but this is drinking way below its proof, and it's got a good stout flavor. Might hold up well to a cigar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. Mike, how about you? Anything on this taste you want to add to the conversation?
The hug is really amazing on this, especially being just a hair short 130. And the hug is not unpleasant at all, but you would expect more. And I almost want to say that the Heaven's Door kind of hit harder, at least from the hug perspective. And this one's just like, I'll get you later.
Yeah, wait till you stand up.
Yeah, exactly. This would, if it wasn't a complete sacrilegious waste of a damn fine whiskey, this would make an awesome base for like bread pudding or something.
Oh God, yeah.
Just,
can you imagine?
Damn.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But I'd have to.
I want to hang out with Mike
free.
Gascamp if that's the kind of stuff he's putting in his bread pudding.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. A party at Mike's house. So that'll be good.
When are you going to invite us over, Mike?
Yeah. It's like I glazed my ham with EH single barrel too, just for,
Right.
just for kicks.
Right.
You do?
Yeah, of course.
Not very much. I mean, like that much, and then you fill it up with barn burner from the bottom shelf.
What do you think?
If you have a couple of these, then bottom shelf doesn't matter.
It's true. It's true. What are your thoughts on anything on taste on this one, Mr. Bill?
2 thumbs up, and I really like it.
Okay. All right.
When are we going to do an event with Ironroot behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes. Oh, to go down to Texas?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Do it
Road trip.
in March.
That's a road trip.
In March, Texas in
or
March.
or
Okay.
do it in October.
Yeah,
Sure.
October's good too.
We could do that. They definitely like us. So yeah, we'll look into that. That's a possibility. So
They've got a nice little shop going on, and they're hanging out in their barrel room's fun just because they fit in well with this crowd because they're just mad scientists in the background going like, what if we age it in this?
right.
What if we grow a completely different kind of corn that no one uses? Yeah, let's do that.
So you're saying we should mate these guys with like Starlight, and then it would be just really weird.
Or just hang out. It's just them and Wood Hat, and then you get some crazy corn going.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Mr. Whitlatch, what are your thoughts here, sir?
I love the nose. I'm just sitting here digging the glowing finish that Jason mentioned. This is fun.
Yeah. This would be one. Keep the glass afterwards and check it out in the morning too. I get the feeling this will be one of those. It's just a prize the next day. Just a
Yeah,
nose.
I want a truck air freshener that smells like that.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, don't get pulled over because nobody's going to believe you. But
Right.
It's my air pressure.
Yeah. Honestly, it's my air freshener. Yeah.
Well, you just got to get it shaped like a little barrel instead of a tree, right?
right,
Yeah.
right.
Believe it. Yeah.
Well, then every time
Also
you get pulled over, just say, no, it's the air freshener.
Right. Yeah. It's not me. It's the air freshener. Yeah. Clearly.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to need more of that.
Bruce, anything else taste wise you want to add to this one for the official record here?
Well, I don't have much. Are we going around second time on this?
We are going to go around second time.
Oh man, all right.
Yep.
So
Okay.
this would have to be maybe my second favorite Texas whiskey.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So what's your first?
Yeah. Let's hear this.
It is a Lone Elm weeded whiskey.
Oh.
Okay.
Lone
I've
Elm.
not
Wheat.
heard of
Haven't tried it.
Oh, it is. Wait, hang on one second.
Oh, this one. There's a knock at the door. Here's your Lone Elm weeded.
Look at how dark
Lowe's got
this
some
stuff
serious
is.
barrel going on.
Look at how
Yeah.
dark this stuff is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, it's got so much flavors it just bounces all around your mouth. But
Okay.
it. It's got
if
so
I'm
much
going this
flavor.
number
If he
two,
opened,
that's-
if he
this is
if
above
he uncorked it,
Balcones,
we'd all
above
smell it.
Garrison, above all those things. This is pretty
Mhm.
good.
Okay. Fair enough. I keep saying, and it's true. It's definitely true. It's not just me saying it. Texas whiskey is definitely on the rise. So it
Mhm.
was bad for a long time. And but now there's a lot of ones that are doing good, including many of the ones we've talked about here tonight.
They
So,
can
yeah.
take advantage of that climate that
Well, they're
allows
finally
a
learning
lot
how
of
to
barrel
buy
wacko to
some,
go on.
Yeah, the problem before was it was so much heat that I mean,
Yeah.
the old story is Garrison popped their first barrel when it was ready and it was empty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as they finally learned how to harness that heat, how to buy some more time by using the right barrels, do the right climate, build your rick house the right way to add 6 more months, 9 more months. What can you get?
Yeah.
As they keep doing that, they keep finding ways to, it's like cooking in high heat and then but
Yep.
keeping right at the right level where you're not
Mhm.
burning it. It's like sitting there in a wok or a saute your pan or something. You get all these great flavors as long as you don't catch the thing on fire.
Yeah, that is very well stated. Exactly. I agree 100% with everything that you just said there, Jason. I mean, that's exactly what they did. And it took them a while to figure it out. But again, it makes sense. There's no blueprint for them.
Right.
Who's going to tell them, hey, this is what you need to do? There was nobody that was making bourbon in Texas before. So they had to figure it out themselves. And it makes sense. It took them a while to do it. I mean, but now, the older ones like Garrison Brothers or Balcones, I think they're doing a good job. And I was not a fan of their stuff early on. I was like, oh, terrible. But,
That new Garrison Brothers Rick House they're building is amazing.
really, I got to get there too.
That is going to be the cat's ass when they're done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's very cool. Very cool. All right, let's set our Harbinger aside for just a moment. Let that sit for a little bit.
Mhm.
And we're going to circle all the way back to the first one we tried. And that is the Heaven's Door and Redbreast collaboration. So, I mean, it was good the first time. I think it's even better on the nose second pass. I mean,
So I added a couple drops of water to this one, and now it smells like aged Dickel.
mhm.
So that's where I think what we were talking about. What did the Redbreast do? And I think
Right.
the Redbreast, the cask, rounded out some of those Dickel notes.
Yeah.
Yep. Got rid of a little bit of that Lincoln County process.
Hmm.
Yeah, get a little of the funk, but now it's all of the classic peanut brittle notes I usually get from the Dickel.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm getting like
But
maple
it is
marshmallow.
mellow because this is a Ohio Liquor Heaven's Door barrel pick right here, and this is just gobs of maple bliss, and it mellows this stuff out, so it's really drinkable if you're not a big Dickel fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
let's give it another try. Second time through. Let's try this thing. Definitely peanut brittle. Mellowed it way out. I mean, before we talked about, kind of get you and then went away quick. Now it's just like it never really gets started. The finish never really gets started. It's good. It is. It's flavorful. I like it. But
this to me, it on the nose, I'm getting like caraway.
Caraway. Okay.
Caraway seed.
Look at Bill.
Well, I had to look it up. What else goes with rye? And like rye bread or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because I
good
knew
old
there was
Jewish rye
something
with the
else.
actual caraway on top.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Good note there, Bill.
I didn't know what the hell it was called until I saw it. I had to pull it up. I had to Google it.
Google.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Second pass. This is a lot sweeter on the second pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely sweet.
I'm not going to be able to make a third pass though. Sorry about that. Gone.
What about your cocktail you were going to make? That dream's gone. That dream's dead.
Sacrifice I make for
The greater good.
Right.
the greater good of humanity.
Okay, fair enough.
The bourbon sessions are for cocktail nights, and we got 2 ounces of everything, so we got.
That's true. That's true. Yep. Bourbon. Yeah, we do that on the sessions night for sure. So get the big pours.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing for me is I like this.
I do too.
It doesn't have much of a finish, but it's nice the fact that you want more.
Yeah.
I like what you have, but I'd like more of it.
Yeah. Mr. Bill, what are your thoughts? You like this one?
Dude, I like it very well.
Okay.
Ooh, we have a very well at the end of it.
Very well. Yeah. I like it very well.
Not quite 2 thumbs up, but I like it very well.
we need to get the full system down. Yeah.
A thumb and a pinky.
Yeah.
There's the billboard. Not quite 2 thumbs up.
Not quite 2 thumbs up. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Better than it's just okay. The one I got.
Hell yeah. It's a hell of a lot better than okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's good. Bob has his special nosing glass. Show that to everyone. That's how that's his secret weapon. He uses
I like that.
the mini red solo cups.
I like this a lot better the second time around.
Okay.
And I'm sitting here trying to think of the appropriate lyric from a Bob Dylan song to match
Okay.
this drink. I'm not coming up with anything.
Drink a couple more.
Hell yeah. I think that's the
Please,
yeah.
Yeah, I think
stone
so.
you while you're playing your guitar.
Yeah. I saw Bob Dylan. How many have seen Bob Dylan in concert in this group besides me?
I saw him in an airport once.
At an airport. That's even cooler, actually.
Yeah.
That's even cooler. All right. So Brian, you saw him in concert. Did he say anything to the audience? Like when I saw Bob Dylan, it was the stage was darkened, had a spotlight on him so you could see him. He never said a word. He just came out, played, never introduced the band or anything like that. When the show was over, that spotlight went out and he walked out of there. That was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was the same way. It was pretty dark stage.
Yeah,
Couldn't
dark
see him
stage.
very clearly.
Yeah.
He kind of came out. He sang some songs. He didn't sing anything from his classics, and he spent half the time leaning up against the drum riser. It was one of the most disappointing concerts I've been to.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but it was Bob Dylan.
It's Bob Dylan. Yeah. That's the thing.
My favorite Bob Dylan moment is when he was on Friends and that ditzy blonde was trying to teach him to sing Smelly Cat.
I didn't see that episode. I never saw that one. So I would actually like to see that.
And he'd start to play the guitar and she'd say, no, it's not, that's not right.
Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, he's just an interesting guy, actually. So, but yes, I'd say with concert was
the pride of
disappointing.
Duluth, Minnesota.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. Anything else anybody wants to add to that one before we close the books on our Heaven's Door, Redbreast
Close the door.
collaboration.
Pour it and let
Well,
it sit. It'll do magic.
Yeah.
Polite round of applause.
Does
Good-
anybody
good
does
model.
anybody know the status? They weren't going to be. This is pre-COVID times. They were going to be building a distillery in the Nashville area. It was a church that they were going to convert over into distillery. But did that fall through with everything that happened with COVID? Does anybody know? I haven't heard anything else about the distillery. So
I think it still says coming soon.
okay, hopefully. I do think Bob Dylan is a better celebrity endorser than most. I do think he has a true whiskey company here, unlike a lot of them where it's just literally slapping their name on there. And they really don't even care what's in the bottle. They care about that label on the bottle that says their name, and that's it. That's all they care about. And I don't get that feeling with what Heaven's Door is doing. I think they do a nice job.
And Bob Dylan's not going to punch you if you don't like it. So
this is true.
Now, but what you have to say though is the fact that that particular Irish brand did win second in our blind, and everyone was used by that.
Yeah. That's interesting.
well, there's a difference between the endorser and the whiskey then.
Yeah.
What about and again, I have no insight at all, so I don't want to get in trouble if Evan Hill watches this. I don't know anything. I'm not spreading rumors, but I would love to know how that lawsuit went down. Did Bob just finally call and talk to like Max Shapiro, and that's how it? Because it's ended. Nothing ever happened.
I don't see how they'd have a basis.
Yeah, well,
It's Bob Dylan. Heaven's Door is a famous song by Bob Dylan. Shut the door. I mean, drop the mic. I mean, I don't understand the basis for a lawsuit.
Yeah, I don't know. And it didn't go to court, but it got whatever settled, or it went away. And I just wonder. To me, it's just, if I want to fix something like that, I just get Bob on the phone and be like, "Hey, call this guy and tell him this is what we're doing." And I would, if I was the business owner, I'd be like, "Oh, Bob Dylan called me. That's cool."
Yeah.
Maybe that's the way you need to handle your situation.
What situation?
Get Bob Dylan to.
Yeah. If Bob would, Bob, if you watch this video, call me. I got one I need your help with. So call me.
Yeah, Steve Akley, he's my friend.
That'd be it. There you go.
Yeah, there you
Case
go.
dismissed. So
Yeah, well, when you're doing those imitations, it's either Bob Dylan or Tom Petty, so you get your choice on it.
I'm petty. Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the hard truth, our Indiana Rye whiskey.
It got soapy. Citrusy or
it's got more of a nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not getting soapy, but
not soapy's wrong. It's maybe it's like chemical
X.
Well, to your point, it's when you have citrus flavored soap or smelling soap, it's that kind of citrus. It's not real citrus. It's
Okay.
scented.
Gotcha. Yeah, that could make some sense. Yeah.
Smells like my grandmother's bathroom.
Like smells like what?
Smells like my grandmother's bathroom. Not after anyone's been in there. But...
Thank. I was thinking of something else. I thought, after Grandma comes walking out of there, you start heading in. Like, whoa.
Who fed Grandma chili? Goddamn.
Like Grandma's bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, Grandma, you smell like hard truth.
Yeah.
The freshness of Grandma's bathroom. Okay.
Yeah, it's that era had a air freshener type thing for the bathroom.
Okay.
That's kind of what it was.
Thank you for
Sweetheart soap, Mike.
Sweetheart soap.
Sweetheart soap.
Yeah, like a citrus-based cleaning product of some kind.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Let's taste it and see where we're at. Let's see what we got here. It's still good. I mean, I like this one. I like it's kind of a fruity flavor. It's good.
What can I compare this?
Yeah. It still has, this one gives you that little bit of, little spice to it. But not much. I mean, it's an easy drinker for sure. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's way more tea than it is spice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
A little bit grassy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I grabbed the nearest MGP rye I could find to me.
Bruce, I like how Bruce has all the stuff there to kind of do some compares.
It's better than Devil's Rye.
Devil's Rye, okay.
Yeah. Devil's Rye Field. Better than that.
Better than that, okay.
Better than that.
All right, that's good to know. Anything else on this one you want to talk about?
I will say that even though it is classic 95.5 Indiana,
they did a good job.
Better example of it. Like it is. I can think of, just offhand, if you go to like Bullet Rye or some of the basic 95.5s, is this one has
it's better.
It's more delicate. It's more nuanced.
Yeah.
This is better. Much better.
It is better. I agree.
Did this one have an age statement?
Well, just the 4 years for the bottle of bod. That's it. So.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be older.
It might be older, but I don't think it is. I think it's right at 4 years. It's it all worked out where they had this mature right at the time they got that law on. So yeah. Interesting. That's good. All right, let's put that one aside. And now we get back to the real treat here, the Harbinger Solstice. Holy cow. It's hard to believe that could get more on the nose. I mean, that's as bold as the nose as you get in whiskey right there.
And it's not when you buy caramel. This is on your stovetop when you smell the caramel. You're making
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, that is good. Man, that is good.
Sugar's turning brown on the stove.
Yeah, if
anybody ever had that Blanton's barrel-aged syrup that they hawk every now and then?
No.
I haven't tried that.
No.
It's very, very similar to this. So it's almost like kind of like a mix between like corn syrup, like Cairo and molasses, and then and it with some oak lingering underneath. Man, it's really damn good though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's perfection on the nose.
We'll boil the rest of the water out of this and pour it on a biscuit.
Yeah.
We had one last night that it needed some more boiling.
Need some more boiling, huh?
It had too much water in it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Gosh, there's a lot going on. I just picked up a note. Remember those the little powdered donuts too? I just got that note on here.
Mm-hmm.
Different than the other ones. I just caught it.
Like the little powdered sugar and the
little, those little ones used to have. All right, let's taste this thing. Let's see what we got here.
I got whiskey on mine.
Whiskey.
I'm getting a lot of whiskey too.
Yeah. Man.
Anybody else picking that up besides me and Bruce?
I might
This one brings back the hug. The other two lost their hug. This one's still got a hug.
Yeah.
Still got a hug. Just nice. Nowhere near, basically almost 130 proof. It doesn't feel like that at all. Caramel apple all day long for days. Yeah. Just bionic caramel apple. That's what we got here in St. Louis, the bionic ones.
Bionic caramel apple?
Yeah, they have like really big ones. They call them bionic. I don't know. Maybe it's just a thing they do here. It might be just a brand that's local, but they call them bionic.
That sounds like a Neely single barrel name.
Yeah.
Bionic apple. Remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, bionic caramel apple.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, after I drink this, my mouth waters.
Okay.
It continues to water.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go probably 15 minutes between pulls on this and be just fine.
Yeah.
That finish just, man, hangs and hangs and hangs.
Yeah. But what I love most about this one is the proper application of bitter in a bourbon.
Right.
Like, a good bourbon needs a little bit of bitter to balance the sweet, to make you salivate a little bit, to make you want. Because that was where I started with Scotch, and coming over to bourbon, everything just tasted sweet, and it took a while to find nuance and other things. And this is one, that kind of flavor would have made me fall in love with bourbon a lot faster. There is that balance between sweet and bitter and sour and just thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you hold it too long, it will make your eyes water, though. Woo. There's the proof.
Yeah.
You found it, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Boy, that is.
Yeah, it's like you want to drink more, but you don't have to. Yeah, I'm still not done tasting it from the last one.
Gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bruce, you might drink maybe you're just drinking too fast, because this is some good slow sipping shit here.
My taste buds are impatient.
You have COVID?
No, not actually. I've had it, but our taste buds are working fine. They never crapped out on me. So,
okay.
My son, he lost about 30%. He's back, but me, I handle upper respiratory and respiratory infections quite well, actually.
All right.
Good
Anything else to add to our Ironroot Harbinger, the Solstice edition?
That's good stuff.
Good.
Yeah, there we go.
All day long.
All right, just for fun, we want to rank them just to see. And I think I get the feeling like we have one set, but it's probably a battle for the other two spots. So that's going to be the interesting thing here to me. I don't think there's a chance in hell our number one is different than what I'm thinking it's going to be, but we got to let it play out. So does anybody need time to go back through and kind of taste?
Yeah.
A little bit of time. Yeah, give me a little time.
Give me another 20, 30 minutes.
Another 20 to 30 minutes. Okay. That's going to be a boring video to watch. Yeah.
Let me take some notes.
Take some
so
notes.
I can remember which was which.
Yeah.
Time you start, Bill.
A few minutes before everybody else did.
Okay. Fair enough. Nice.
Okay.
All right. Bill, we'll start with you. What was your favorite, second, and third? Again, number one being your favorite of the evening, number two being your second favorite, three being third favorite. We're not even gonna, these are all good, so there's not a bad one. We're not gonna say a bad one because I like all
right. 3, 1, 2.
3, 1, 2.
And 1 and 2 were so close. It was a flip of the coin.
Okay. Fair enough. Bruce, you're next.
3, 2, 1.
3.
And that's saying something when I rank a rye above a bourbon.
Okay.
That's saying.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, Mr. Gascamp.
Oh, I'm gonna go 3, 1, 2. I gotta put Grandma's bathroom at the bottom.
Okay. All right. Next up is Mr. Murphy. Grandma.
I'm in the 3, 2, 1, and the 2 and 1 are really close. But tonight, I if I were going to pull a pour, it'd be 2.
Okay. All right. Jason.
3, 1, 2. I think just because the rye is the only one I have any left of, but not for long.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll say this. I don't want to say anything because I don't want to skew how Bob votes here, but it's interesting. We'll say that. All right, Bob, go ahead.
Ironroot's number 1.
Okay.
And Hard Truth is number 3.
Okay.
So that makes Heaven's Door a solid number 2.
Okay. All right. Well, good job. And it all came down to that, actually. Bob had the deciding factor on numbers 2 and 3.
Isn't the host going to roll in with his opinion on this?
Oh, I did. I did. Well, I voted right away. So I threw my, but I can say I was Ironroot number 1. I liked Hard Truth number 2 and Heaven's Door number 3 is what I did. So, but the final results are Ironroot number 1 got every single first place vote, 21 points. Second place was Heaven's Door with 11, and then Hard Truth with 10. 10. So it ends up being that close. It was like every other one was saying it. So that's it. But that was good. It was good. Very.
And no stinkers in the bunch.
No stinkers.
No,
All good.
No.
All good.
Statistically insignificant for those other two.
True.
True.
I have a question. That Ironroot, it's the first Ironroot I've ever tasted. How much of this same character am I going to find in a run-of-the-mill Ironroot bourbon?
So
Bruce, would you say about 85, 90%?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's not going to be as full tasting, right? But then again, the proof isn't as high.
Yeah.
So, I was doing that. I was comparing. This is a regular Harbinger 2018 115 proof. Yeah. And it's one of my favorite bourbons, so.
Yeah, I mean, I have a shelf of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I just
And
put
there
Ironroot
is,
on
it's
my list then.
definitely go look for that Harbinger. It's
So Jason, what do you think of Prometheus?
I enjoy it, but when you have, it's kind of like, this is great, and then you found Harbinger and you said, what was that other thing?
Exactly. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Harbinger, am I wrong here? It's distributed through Total Wine.
Yep.
So they
Any place
that's
that's got a Total Wine technically can get Ironroot, a Harbinger.
Yes, yeah. So that's a deal they've got with them. I talked before with them about those. I think they have 2 items. There's Harbinger, and I don't know what the other item that Total Wine carries, but they carry
There's Harbinger.
Ironroot.
What is it? XC or it's a lower proof version of Harbinger.
Yeah. Would be
Try and
sound
make
like
it
would be
more,
interesting.
mass market.
Yeah. So they carry those 2. So if you can find a Total Wine, Bob, that's where they got them. They're across the country. Total Wines. So most
Except
places.
Ohio.
Not in Ohio because it's state controlled, right? Everything's
Yeah.
But yeah, Bob travels, so he'll run across it. So yeah, but there you go.
And if you ever go down to Texas, they are absolutely worth a visit. Also, signing up for so what they do with all of their special releases now is they do lottery. So and they will hold your bottle for a year for you. If you win it, you can go down there anytime in the next year and pick it up. And so the fun they're doing with experimenting I've got one bottle that's 100% Magic Mana corn. I've got one that's a Bloody Butcher. I've got a couple of different everything, but they make one that they work with an Irish pub to make a Celtish style whiskey. Basically it's Texas and Irish. What if Texas and Irish whiskey got together? So any of these places down there that's starting to do the experimenting has always been fun.
Yeah, very cool. On that note, we'll say goodbye. I'll stick around, talk whiskey, anything like that. But for our at-home audience that's watching this and drinking along with the video, we'll turn that off. So goodbye to them. See you guys.
This was a fun one.
It was good.
A good one.
It was
This was a
good.
good one.
Bye.